is Marvel one good movie away from getting back on track?
Nope. They need to go away for a very long time. They have to. Like honestly, the stink is on them, man. They got to just go away for a while. No one trusts them. Like, we're sitting here speculating about Doomsday and Secret Wars. I think these movies are going to do fine. I think they're going to be a disappointment for them. I don't think people are going to show up the way they think people are going to show up just because they're announcing all these big names.
Their budgets are going to be insane. Like Dead Reckoning, his 2 movies, the $600 million or whatever. Like, think about what they're
Robert Downey
pay.
Jr.'s paycheck alone is half the budget,
and they're filming with it not being finished. Like, bro, it's gonna be so expensive.
Yeah, and it all has to do with leadership at Marvel Studios. We have no faith in Kevin Feige, so why should we have faith in?
No confidence, man. No confidence.
I mean, if anything, Infinity War, which I think is the better of the 2-part story, Infinity War, most people agree, that really was Thanos focused. It was his story.
You know, they call Infinity War the Empire Strikes Back of the MCU movies.
Yeah, yeah, the only MCU movie where they lost. Although, to be fair, Fantastic Four: First Steps, they didn't win so much as they, kicked the can being Galactus, across the galaxy. Infinity War was the best in my mind. It cost something. It seems like every Marvel movie has been, this is why they have a villain problem. A villain is introduced, a villain is introduced and defeated by the end of the movie, the end. That's every movie. You can't, clearly audiences have checked out when it seems the market cap for a superhero movie is 500 mil, 600 maybe, unless you got a Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a team up movie where you're bringing back, Blast from the past, member berries. You're gonna have to do that kind of thing in order to get people into the, into the
dinosaurs
theaters.
In it.
Because just like you said earlier, what Superman drops, on VOD in 45 days. So for these movies, I can wait 45 days to watch this, and I'll watch it in the comfort of my own home. I can wait, So it's like the superhero movies aren't the event films that they used to be. Because we've gotten, I don't know, how many movies has Marvel made? What number are we on in the MCU at this point? Like 38?
Who knows at this point, man?
Yeah, I've lost count. I used to know. It's like now I've just lost count. I don't know how many movies they've
38.
made. Along with 38, okay, along with all of the TV shows and then every other superhero, property that's out there that's trying to, milk the fans for all they're worth. And people are done. I think the reason why I have zero faith in this, man. I've always had reasons for it, but especially lately, man. When I read that post from BEAU DeMayo when he talked about that meeting room what, I was like, okay, we're done here, guys. Like,
what was it?
Oh,
I have a link in the notes at the bottom.
Yeah, it's a great post where he tells you what it's like in a Marvel meeting room, and it's sad.
He's been saying it for a while.
Put that up, Alan. Put it up the tweet, and also, by the way. BEAU DeMayo is on fire. That guy, he's honest. Seems like he genuinely cares.
Him and Liefeld, man, have been pretty on point, dude. So
and he's a thirst trap.
BEAU is the one that warned everyone about The Witcher at Netflix, and that they painted Henry as toxic because he wanted to stay according true to lore and all that. And the same thing happened to him. And now he's naming names because he got his NDA dropped. Talked to him a couple times. Great dude. Yeah, they screwed him over. They hate us. They told him to turn off his comic collector brain and didn't want to go along to the story Bible that they all agreed upon.
Badger, would you read this tweet from BEAU DeMayo? So this will close the topic here.
To those asking why I'm so hard on Superman, the answer is I've never worked with Gunn or DC. Like Matt Shankman, the writers of Fantastic Four, I've sat in the creative meetings at Marvel Studios. They're horrible. You basically sit in a room with Kevin Feige and Lou D'Esposito, and you try to pitch your movie while also realizing that Kevin just wants you to dictate his rushed thoughts. Victoria Alonso used to be in these, but Kevin and Lou had so mistreated her that one of my #Blade meetings, she just showed up with sugar cookies she'd baked to help improve morale.
Jesus.
You're even told not to try to pitch ideas from the comics because Lou isn't a big comic guy and it'll turn him off. You sit and talk about craft and story and characters only to have Kevin and Lou say, yeah, well, all we need to do is make sure it's fun and et cetera, et cetera. There's no spark. There's no vision. Marvel is a slaughterhouse factory where you watch fresh meat get spoiled as it slowly makes its way through the assembly gears of mediocre thinking and this weird hatred for their own product. This is why Robert Liefeld isn't just some bitter old man talking about the comic book writers, is met with open contempt. And yeah, we heard them actively tell their own employees, don't read the comics. I had to fight with the Lulds involved to get X-Men 97, and even the dismissive news with which Dana Vasquez Ebenhart spoke about them, basically telling me the OG creators were meant to be seen, not heard, to appease fans. Wow. I wanted to co-write an episode with them, and that was Dana's response. She's also who told him to turn off his collector brain, comic collector brain. I even remember wanting to talk to Chris Claremont and being shut down. I wanted Joe Madureira to do posters, just as I was scolded for being too friendly with fans or coming off as one too much. This was a meeting in which I pitched that we could use Blade as a chance to pick up the dangling threads from Doctor Strange when it came to Wanda and the Darkhold. We could use Varney and the Darkhold cultists. One of my drafts opened with Deacon Frost tricking British explorers to trek up to Mount Woodagore, where, by the way, Bo knows all of this back to back, like comics.
Wundagore.
Thank you. Wundagore, where he does blood magic to reveal the vampire spell used by Varney and his followers during the days of Kull. It started, I'd start trying some of these threads together. Tying. I even had the same monsters from Doctor Strange show up to kill the explorers before Deacon reveals he's a vampire and kills them. Up until that point, he'd been covered against the cold and daylight. This was set before Doctor Strange 2, so a lot of the stuff played ironically, while also having Frost give us more details about Kython, who we only glimpsed in Doctor Strange 2. To Kevin's credit, he liked the idea, as well as my pitch that magic is to Blade what snakes are to Indiana Jones. He hates magic, but then Lou felt it was too comic booky, while Mahershala bumped on the idea of being magic in the film tonally. Then I watched as them and Nate Moore picked it apart, and we were off to a new draft. It went through 4. It's a broken machine, and so I can see where Matt and his team probably had great ideas, only for Marvel's arrogance to destroy them. Chicom,
that's horrible.
Wow. So what do we? First of all, I love the BEAU DeMayo is so like he's gone scorched earth. He's not working for Marvel anymore, but he really is giving us an inside look on what it's like to be there.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it was about. It doesn't sound like it was about the comics. It wasn't about the characters. It wasn't about anything that fans would want. It was about what Kevin Feige wanted and his ideas. And honestly, Kevin Feige, you see what Kevin Feige has done to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in 5 short years. He's absolutely destroyed it. So I would just stay as far away from Kevin Feige if I was Marvel right now. I think the guy needs to go.
Yeah, it may be time for new leadership. It's like
I think you can say what you want about Brad Winterbaum, the guy that's in head of all the Disney Plus. Brad is the reason Bo got hired in the first place, because they would have nerd conversations, and Brad hired him because of his knowledge and like kind of had to sneak him in. And we see the results.